Hello, I'm Mark.
And I'm Keith, and this is how we live with style.
So we're here in our beach house in Dungeness on the Kent coast, where we like to retreat from our London studio at the weekends.
And the house is a Victorian railway carriage, which was put here in the 1920s by workers from the railway. We've been visiting Dungeness for about 30 years now, haven't we?
It's always been a favourite place. The weather at Dungeness is very changeable. I mean, it was dark 5 minutes ago and now it's bright sunshine, and in 5 minutes it could be raining again. So, you know, it's always changing, but we kind of like that.
The great thing about Dungeness is that we can look out the window and see quite a lot of varying boats, but this was quite a fortuitous find at the recycling centre. Somebody was actually throwing it away. He allowed us to take it away, but then presented us with another 3 boats as well, which we did leave behind. We took another one, but there was far too many boats for us to bring away.
So the house is on the shingle at Dungeness.
It's a vast expanse of shingle, and a lot of tourists come down during the summer and the winter as well. There's like bird watchers, and people sort of wander around when they shouldn't. They shouldn't really wander around in front of people's houses, but they do. But we get quite a lot of people coming to have a look at our house who are interested in railways. Because of the uniqueness of our lantern, they come along and they know all the model numbers of all the carriages that are along here.
So when we first bought the place, we had a quite ugly chain link fence which went around what is designated as our garden. But we took it down because really we didn't want that kind of area to be delineated. And really we just wanted to look out of the house and feel as if the whole beach is our garden. And we had a great view of the new lighthouse.
The only downside about being so close to the sea, which is just there on the horizon, is that it's actually very dangerous to swim here because the tides are so strong and the water is so deep. But it's amazing for anglers.
There are so many things that are just amazing to witness when you're here. You can be sitting looking out of the window and a murmuration of starling will just go past the window. Or equally, you can be having a cosy evening in and the foghorn can start, and it drives some of the locals absolutely crazy, but we just think it's so atmospheric, we absolutely love it. As you can see, it's not the highest of buildings, so for the vertically challenged it can be a little bit difficult. Probably hard to live here full time, but it's really fun for the weekend. And the weather can bring in all sorts of interesting things. After a storm, for instance, the shingle all changes kind of the shape of the beach, and some interesting things can be blown in, like this buoy or float which just got washed in. We found it, we like the colours, so that now becomes a little interior accessory. So as you can see, we're in the railway carriage part of the house, and this is actually a guard's van.
And this is the first family that put the train carriage onto the beach. This is the Payne family, who we're still in touch with, and they sold the house in the 1990s. The whole family had been here since the 1920s. And you can see from this picture as well, this is how they actually got them to the position where they are now. They were pulled from the railway track directly onto the shingle. When Mark and I met in the 1990s at a design agency, we realised that we both bonded over our love of mid-century design.
I mean, for instance, this sofa is the Forum sofa by Robin Day.
Original Eames chairs from Herman Miller.
This coffee table we sourced in Rye, but it's actually a piece by John and Sylvia Reed. Almost everything in here is either original mid-century or faithful reissues of mid-century.
A lot of things in the house are really personal, and this is a really personal thing to me. It's my mum and dad's radio that they got for their wedding in the early 1950s. And we didn't have any music in here, so we actually gutted the radio and installed an Alexa in the back of it. So we now have music in here if we want to listen to music at any time.
This is the kitchen, which we totally gutted when we got the place in 2012.
2012, yeah.
And we sourced this kitchen from IKEA. We wanted something kind of very simple, And we loved this stainless steel finish because it kind of was a bit reminiscent of a fishmonger's, which is very pertinent to the area. Our builder managed to slightly remodel it so that it would fit the space, because obviously it's a tight space and it was a little bit awkward. Actually, while we were sourcing the kitchen for the refurb, the kitchen was being discontinued, and the builder discovered that we were without one key thing, which was the oven housing. I think we visited about 3 IKEAs. And also, because it's a very small space, we decided not to go with any wall cupboards. So we had this one big, long, continuous shelf built, which helps with the visual kind of feel of the space because it actually declutters it. Lots of archive products that we've done in the past end up having a home down here.
The thing about us is that we have lots and lots of dinner services, don't we? We can't actually resist it. So one of my favourite things in here is this set which we've got here, which is called Cherry Tree by Midwinter. And we've got a full dinner service, we've got 4 tureens, we've got hundreds of dinner plates and side plates and sauce for us and everything. And every time we see it, we just kind of like buy it up, because it's actually quite rare now, isn't it?
It is, but we really do need to start having some people around to use the tureens.
In the bedroom, we've got quite an eclectic mix of different things from all over the places that we've collected. So we've got these 2 original prints by Charlie Harper, which are signed, which Mark bought me for my birthday, and then Charlie Harper died, so I hope we had nothing to do with that happening.
There's the obligatory wall-mounted yacht, which actually we bought because both of us had one of those as children, so that's a little childhood memory.
And then this piece here is not actually a piece of art at all. It's the way that we block out the light from this window.
When we bought the house, this was originally called the smokery, and the previous tenants, they smoked fish in a shed outside and then served fish from this area here through a hatch in the door to my left. So what we inherited was a bit of a kind of dead space, so we had the idea of creating this little cosy listening nook. This is a particular favourite, Choctaw Ridge. It was curated by a friend of ours, Martin Green. Slightly sinister country music, so that always feels about right for the mood down here. Belle and Sebastian. Keith and I have always loved Belle and Sebastian. We've been to like countless gigs, and I think this might even be on coloured vinyl. Yeah, it's blue, so that's a bit of a favourite as well. Behind me, we've got what we like to call the art school kids. So this was a set of portraits that we found just down the road in a second-hand shop in Hythe, a student at a local art school who possibly painted other members of the art school class. And we've given them names. So behind me there's Roger, Lucy, Julie and Vic.
Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Times Life and Style YouTube channel.